Hey everyone, I've been talking about the pipeline empty state since a long time now, so I thought because I came across this one more issue that a GQ team member had tagged me in, it was getting difficult for me to communicate, like what the experience should be, and hence I took this as an opportunity to just map everything that I know so far, and and also highlight the opportunity areas as well as the potential feature discovery moments that we can place in what we have as empty states on different pages today. So yeah, let's get started. I was confused, like how should this be, how the information here should flow. So what I've done here is, my first filter is if the users who are coming to those pages, whether or not they can edit the default branch for the project. If they can, then there's one section. If they cannot, then we go to another one. So when there is, like, when users have permission to edit, author a pipeline, things mostly go fine. So let me focus more on what goes wrong when they do not have access to do not have permission to make any changes to the default branch or the branch where the pipeline is. So another filter that I have in place here, if the project has a pipeline, so let's say they don't have the ability to make changes to the default branch, and the project that they're part of has no pipeline today, because that's also like the most common use case that we would be coming across as most users, they're not maintainers of their projects, right? So like, we are talking about the developers here who have limited access, and they keep running into these different they keep hitting a wall on these pages. So the first one that I tried was, I went to the merge request page as a user who does not have permission to run a pipeline on a given branch. And again, what I kept seeing here is an unending spinner, and this is a problem that has occurred in the past as well. There's a whole epic around that. We thought we had touched upon like all the use cases, but maybe not. So definitely this is another one that we have to fix. We have to probably change this into a message here, communicating to users that, hey, you don't have enough permission, and that's why your pipeline is not kicking off. From what I know, we don't have the ability to show very specific messaging, so we went a little vague in the past. I'll check with the backend team whether or not we can do it now. That's the first one. Then when the same user who does not have any access permission, is not the owner maintainer of the project, cannot make any changes to the branch, when they come to the pipeline page, this is what they see. That this project is not currently set up to run pipelines, and this might look strange, but this makes sense, because they do not have the authority to kind of go to the editor. As you can see, the editor also does not appear here on the list. So that's working fine, but when the same user goes to the job page in the same project, this is what they see. Here they are given an option to create a CI/CD configuration, and when they click on it, it goes to a 404 page. So we found two problems already. Now another thing is, when they come to the pipeline tab of the merge request where the unending spinner was happening, then again they are given this run pipeline button, even though they clearly cannot run the pipeline. And like before, when they click on this, they get an error, and the pipeline editor does not appear. So this was not perfect. This is fine. And another thing that I noticed was, in the CI/CD analytics page, it appears for everybody, because right now I'm like logged in as a reporter to this project. I don't have I have really limited access. I can still see CI/CD analytics, which is fine, but it's the same like for when the project has no pipeline. This is how it appears. We should definitely have an empty state in here that communicates that no pipeline has run and no pipeline exists. So go set up one if you can, or come back when there's more information for you to see here. And coming to like, this was for the when there's no pipeline in a project. Now let's say there is, then there are two situations in which there's a need for empty state. One is the manual job run page. So on the job logs page, when a user comes in and they do not have permission to make any changes to the branch, the protected branch on which the pipeline is running, they don't see any action. And this was recently changed, so I remember like this is working fine. Then when the same user, when they go to the run pipeline page, they again see the run pipeline button. They try to run and then they hit this error. So this whole experience definitely needs to be reworked on. They should not be able to run a pipeline because of course they are not authorized to. Besides that, then of course there's this problem where you have the permission to make changes to a branch, and you come here on the merge request page for a project that does not have a pipeline. You see this huge banner. Now for this particular thing, an issue already exists and I'm already working on this. I've also like, this pattern is going to be added to pajamas very soon, so we have something in place already. It won't be dismissible though. This is a mistake here. This is not going to be dismissible, but it will be like really sleek and would not work as an obstruction in the workflow. And another thing I noticed is that, so I have like created this bifurcation in a paid and unpaid plan, and of course today we have the exact same experience for both, but it's an opportunity like for the paid plans, because there are certain paid features that we have in place. We can definitely think of plugging them in to like create some interesting feature discovery moments in the product. So this is the area where it can all happen. Yeah, and this is all the finding that I was able to gather quickly, and hopefully I will be able to act on a few of them pretty soon. Thank you.